product management. As consumers, we buy different kinds of product and services to satisfy our various needs. As a marketing manager, one has to plan for a unique product offer to meet needs and wants of target customers. In this lesson, we will discuss about product, product attributes, brand and branding decisions, and product cycle. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to know the layers of a product, classify the product, analyze the product mix decisions, analyze the organizational goals vis-a-vis product mix, understand how product lines are managed, understand how brands are managed, enumerate the elements of branding, understand the concept of brand equity, analyze the concept of product life cycle, know the strategies adopted at various stages of PLC. A product has different layers like an onion, and each of the layers contributes to the make of the product. The core layer of the product explains the reason for which the customer is making the purchase. The layer explains the reason why of buying the product. At the second layer, the consumer looks at the basic utilities like physical features, tangible elements of the product. The expected layer is a set of attributes and conditions buyers normally expect out of the product, whereas the basic product is the given thing in the product. In expected level, consumers use their anticipation and utility expectations for defining the product. The augmented part of the product is associated with services and cues, which help in the product to deliver beyond the expectation level of the consumer. Brand positioning and competition starts at farm level, when all the products in the market look similar. In developing nations, the competition originates at the level of expected product. The last layer is the potential layer of the product where all the possible augmentations and transformations the offer may undergo in the future. Here, the marketer is always on constant search for new methods and processes to differentiate the offer on basis of product features and services that will satisfy the customer and create desired differentiation. Consumer goods can be classified on the basis of their shopping habits. They are grouped as convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, and unsought goods. Consumer goods are targeted for consumption of either individuals or family members. Many of the goods coming out of a firm enter another firm's production process, so that the final goods can be made ready for consumption by individuals or finally consumers. Many of these products go to the production process as raw material and spare parts. Some of them also enter as capital items for augmenting the finished goods and rest as consumables or supplies. These are ably supported by services targeted towards business class customers. Such goods are called business products. The proliferation of products within the company means that product policy decisions are made at three different levels of product aggregation, which is product item, product line, and product mix. Product item is a specific version of a product that has separate designation in the seller's list. Product lines are broad groups of products which are meant for essentially similar uses and possess reasonably similar physical characteristics, constitute product line. Product mix is the full list of all products offered for sale by a company. A brand manager needs to take various kinds of decisions while managing a brand. Strategy is a goal-directed action for the firm, and branding strategy for a firm is the decision of the firm to identify and manage the number and nature of common and unique elements or value propositions applied to a set of products sold by the firm. So, a brand strategy decision involves a set of decisions to add or maintain number of brand elements to its product portfolio. Whether to brand a product or not is a decision which can be taken only after considering the nature of the product, the type of outlet envisaged for the product, the perceived advantages of branding, and the estimated cost of developing the brand. Giving a brand name is one of the crucial decisions in brand management. This is a crucial decision resting on two dimensions, which is the name should be one which satisfies several marketing criteria, and secondly, the name should not be one which is already being used by another firm. The brand sponsorship decision involves whether it should be a manufacturer's brand, also known as a national brand, or a private brand, also known as a private label, or partly manufacturer's brand and partly private brand. Since the brand delivers value higher than the commodity, perceived quality is critical decision. The brand manager should take a decision on what kind of attribute and what quality level he should offer in his product to satisfy his consumers. The brand manager needs to decide whether he is going to adopt umbrella branding or single branding approach. Under umbrella branding or family branding, all the products are branded with the same name. A multi-product firm has to manage its brand portfolio in such a way that each of the brands in the portfolio has distinct and unique features, differentiated value promise, and distinct image in consumers' mind. As the market situation changes and brands complete different stages of life cycle, they become less attractive and redundant. It is necessary to save the brand and make it more relevant for consumers through repositioning decision. Customers correspondingly move in the value life cycle with the aging of brands. Brands are unique in many ways. Each brand has its position in the customer's mind and delivers a set of values perceived higher than those of other competing brands. Looking at the fundamental nature of learning of brand management, we introduce 4 key concepts as elements of branding, namely brand identity, brand image, brand position, and brand equity. Akar defines brand identity as a set of 5 categories of brand assets and liabilities linked to a brand that add or subtract from the value provided by a product service to a firm and also to the firm's customers. These categories of brand assets include brand loyalty, brand awareness, perceived quality, brand association, and other proprietary assets such as patents, trademarks, and channel relationships. Like brand identity, every brand has got a distinct brand image in the customer's mind. In simple words, what the customer perceives about a brand is called a brand image. A brand may aspire to communicate a lot through its brand communication strategy, but what the customers receive and perceive as the brand is termed as the brand image. It is a combination of brand associations and brand personality. After brand identity and value proposition, decisions is taken which corroborates with the expected brand image. The brand manager's task of implementing the brand strategy begins. He needs to establish communication objective and plan the creative execution strategy. The beginning of an execution strategy is the brand position statement. Brand position is that part of a brand identity and value proposition that is to be actively communicated to the target audience, which depicts advantage of the brand over competitors. Once the brand position decision is made, brand identity and value proposition can be translated into suitable execution strategy in the form of an integrated advertising campaign. The concept of product life cycle creates distinct stages in product performance in marketplace as introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, and decline phase. At introduction stage, research or engineering skills leads to a new product development. The product is put on the market at the stage of commercialization. The concept of product life cycle starts from the commercialization stage of new product development. At this stage, product awareness and acceptance among prospective customers are minimal. As the sales are low, there are high promotional costs. The product begins to make rapid sales gains at growth stage. Because of the cumulative effect of introductory promotion, distribution, and word-of-mouth influence, high and sharply rising profits are witnessed at this stage. However, for a sustained growth, customer satisfaction must be ensured. At this stage begins when demand grows rapidly. In the case of repeat buying situation, the innovators move from trial purchase to adoption stage. At maturity, sales growth continues, but at a diminishing rate. Because of the declining number of potential customers who remain unaware of the product or who have taken no action, the last of the unsuccessful competing brands will tend to withdraw from the market. For this reason, sales are likely to continue to rise while survivors mop up the customers for the withdrawn brands. There is no improvement in the product, but changes in selling efforts are common. Profit margins slip despite sales due to higher cost in acquiring new customers. Sales reach and remain on a plateau marked by a level of replacement demand. Eventually, sales start declining due to multiple reasons. Changes in customers' preferences, competitive structure in the market, technology, and other environmental forces lead to the decline of sales. Sales begin to diminish absolutely as customers begin to get bored with the product. If the decline is for product category, the marketer may decide to prune the product portfolio and drop the declining brands, or may plan to reintroduce brands with product modifications. Now let us check if we've understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. A brand name is a term, sign, symbol, logo or design, or some combination of all these elements. Business goods are long-lasting goods that facilitate developing and managing finished goods. Product line is a set of individual products that are closely related. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we've studied till so far. Product development is an integral part of the marketing mix. A product is the offer that the consumer ultimately owns in the exchange process. The position of a product manager has come to stay as strategic one in marketing. Product mix is an assortment of all related and unrelated products that the company offers in the marketplace. Brands are vital to organization as they serve as long-term assets. The evolution of branding suggests that branding was done for identification and differentiation in the marketplace with competing brands. A brand name is a term, sign, symbol, logo, or design, or some combination of these elements intended to identify the brand and differentiate a company's offer from others in the marketplace. Product life cycle is one of the enduring and widely publicized framework in marketing literature. A typical product life cycle passes through stages of introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stage.